Hey guys, welcome back. This is a beginner level lower back opening and decompressing sequence that you can do no matter what level you are at in Sky Aerial Yoga. Let's get right into it. Stand with the feet hip distance apart. Bring the hands through to heart center. Press the palms together, fabrics at the pit of the elbows. Then gently close your eyes. Feel your feet connect to the ground. Bring the hips directly over top of your heels and the shoulders over the hips, and the head sits right on the top of the spine. Inhale, reach the hands up to the ceiling, elbows stay bent. Open the hands up, interlace your fingers behind your neck, right at the base of your skull. Ground down through your feet, suck in your tummy, and gently twist over towards the left. The feet stay grounded. Keep the even pressure in your feet. You can give a little pressure forward with your right hand, a little pull back with your left hand. The head's just pressing gently into the hands. And rotate your spine back to the center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to twist. Use your breath. The lower belly is drawn in to relax the spine. And the crown of the head reaches up to the ceiling to reduce any compression, any pressure that you might feel. Then bring the torso back to the center. Release the hands from your head. Take a big step backwards. Fingers still point up. Wrap the hands around, forearm wrap. Interlace the fingers and take a step back in so that you're grounded on your mat. Reach the fist forward. And bring your body down so your spine is parallel to the floor. For most people, this means the head needs to be above the upper arms. Then reach the crown of your head really far forward. Suck in the tummy. Shift the body weight into the front toes of your feet. See if you can relax the toes as you transfer the body weight and keep the arms nice and straight. If this is too much for your shoulders, you can do it with bent elbows, but be mindful to keep your upper body in a nice natural curve of the spine. To look at this sideways, the hips come forward, bum lifts up towards the ceiling, and for most people, head slightly raised. From here, bend both of your knees, keep your sit bones lifted, and inhale, lift your chest up. So we're coming into a mini back bend. Bottom of the ribs in. Exhale, round through your spine, tuck your tailbone under, and look at your belly button. With the breath, inhale, chest comes forward, chin up, heart open. Exhale, round through your back, tuck your tailbone under and round really firmly into your lower back. Inhale, tilt your pelvis forward, bum up to the ceiling, belly stays in, head comes up. Exhale, round through your back, tuck your tailbone under and press into the middle of the shoulder blades. Last one like this. Inhale, lengthen your spine, lift your heart up to the ceiling, extend. Exhale, round through your back, tuck your tailbone under and gaze into your belly button. I'll take a small step back into the center. Raise your heels off of the ground, suck in the tummy, then very slowly bend your knees and bring your belly down towards your thighs. With the belly on the thighs, see if you can lengthen the spine even further. Like someone's pulling your knuckles toward the front and someone else is pulling your bum slightly back, but keep the hips over the heels. And lift your chest, keep this length in the spine, belly away from the thighs. Thighs go down parallel to the ground. Legs nice and strong. If you want more of a challenge, you can hover your bum away from your heels. Nice and gentle. Open the knees wide. Toes turn out slightly. Pause. Strong thighs. Lengthen the sides of your torso. Keep this length, drop both of your knees down to the ground. You've got the choice, you can stay high up on the tips of the toes, or point your feet, bring the shoelace sides of the feet to the floor, bum stays lifted. Just like the cat-cow from standing with bent knees. Inhale, lift your chest up, bum goes backwards. Exhale, round through your spine, tuck in your chin, try and look at your belly button. On the inhale, the pelvis tilts forward. Sit bones rise, the heart stays open, press down with your arms in the fabric. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under like a scared dog. Curl in and again press down in the fabric. Do a couple more rounds. The inhale is what opens the chest. The exhale, curl in on yourself and look within. One more round. Bring your spine to neutral, bum down to the heels. Head between the arms and really work to lengthen. Without actually moving the knees, try and squeeze the legs into the center. Did you see that small movement? I'll do it again. Relaxed, slight engagement. Ooh. This works to engage the core, starting with the inline of the legs. Keep the low belly drawn in. We're not arching and letting the head go through the arms. Keep your head in line. Work the natural curve of your spine. Get your body used to coming into this curve. And press really far forward. Find the place where it feels really juicy and stay. And lift your head, shoulders up to the center. Rock backwards on your feet. Bring the knees together. Inhale, lift the knees, the hips off of the heels. Stand on your knees. This next one is hard on the thighs. And when I say hard on the thighs, I mean we're going to strengthen this muscle group. Keep your body like a plank. I'll show you guys sideways. Then we'll do it all together. Stay right where you are. No need to move. Not going into a camel, just lean the upper body backwards. Then press with your thighs, come back up to the center. Lean the upper body backwards. Keep your body strong like a plank. You might not go too far. Come back up to the center. Do a few more times. Lean back. If you go too far, you can grab and help to pull yourself up. Otherwise, just lean back as far as it feels comfortable. Oh, I went a little bit too far again. Here we go. Curl your toes under. Lift your knees off of the ground. Come to the squat. Press down, stand all the way up, and unwind your hands. Grab onto the fabric. Take a small step forward. We want the hammock in the plumb line. So one nice horizontal line from the ceiling to the floor. Pardon me, vertical line from the ceiling to the floor. Hands wider than hip distance apart. Lift your heels off of the ground. Start to bring the fabric right below the hip crease and place your pelvis into the fabric. Keep the feet grounded if you can. Maybe try and slide the hands out. Draw the low belly in. Maybe the arms come out wide to the side, even if it's just for a second. Now, if possible, the feet will stay down on the ground. Lower your hands to the floor. Oh, it didn't work today. If it didn't work, walk your feet forward. Bring the hands as far towards the front as you can. They are probably even disappearing from your screen right now. Feet are hip distance or wider. Very little pressure in the hands. We want to feel a pinch at the top of the hip. Not so much a pinch. We want to feel pressure at the top of the hip. So send the bum up towards the ceiling. Lengthen the crown of your head forward. The down dog is really small, and there's very little pressure in the hands. And keep your left hand grounded. Bring your right hand towards your right thigh, right calf, or keep your left hand grounded. Bring your right hand towards your left calf, left thigh, or left ankle.
Do a little twist, gaze underneath your armpit. Keep the pressure even in the feet. Push gently down into the front hand. Then switch to the other side. Hand down to the floor, lift the opposite hand. Right hand to right calf, thigh, or ankle. Left hand to right calf, thigh, or ankle. Gaze underneath your armpit. Twist the spine. Use the fabric to create pressure, to create tension so that it's encouraging the length in the upper body. Then lower your hand back down to the floor. Walk the hands into the feet. Bend both of your knees. Nice and slow, roll it up. Tuck in the chin to the chest. Ground down through the feet. All the way up to the center. Now we'll flip it around so that the hammock is behind us. If you'd like, you can just keep the hammock in front of you, turn yourself around and do it from the other side. Either way, we'll be doing exactly the same thing. This way, you should be able to see the video if you're going to keep watching me on YouTube. So wrap the hands around the sacrum. I'll turn around for just a moment so you can see where that is. Sacrum is right up at the top of the bum crack. Then the hands wrap around the front to hold on to the front of the hips. Bend the knees, look forward, lean backwards. Let your body rest into the hammock, the core stays strong. Feet up, hands go a bit higher. Open the knees wide to the side. Wrap the feet around, bring the soles of the feet together. Fabrics on the inner thighs. And gently let your hands touch the ground. Head might be completely touching the floor. It might hover. Arms out wide to the side. Stay where you are. I'll gently turn myself around for a moment. You can turn if you'd like as well. When the head is off of the ground, we get full decompression of the spine. And if you notice that you are touching the ground, give yourself a little turn like I did to talk to the camera, because it'll give you some extra length. If the head is connected to the mat, there's not going to be quite as much space between your vertebrae. You'll lose a little bit of the benefits, but at the same time, you'll still get tremendous benefit going into this inversion because the blood is rushing towards the head. When you come out, it's going to rush right back through all of your really important internal organs. And if you did twist yourself around, twist back to the other side, lift your hands. Now we'll go the other way just for fun. So twist the hands around to the center. Head is still lifted. Fingers touch the ground so that we don't twist back around to the side because there's nothing holding us here. Allow the sides of your torso to lengthen. Engage your pelvic floor muscles like you're doing a Kegel. And for some people, the tailbone needs to be slightly tucked under. If you're someone who tends to let your chest and rib cage hang out and your bum go back, you're one of those people, so pull it in just slightly. Keep the feet squeezed together. Then you can lift your hands up, whee, circle back around to the center. Then touch the ground gently, look towards the front of the room and crawl your hands to the front. Palms touch the floor, really lengthen into the sides of your body. Keep your shoulders in their socket, and then see if you can extend again through the spine. Bottom of the belly is pulled in, feet pressed together. And work really hard to keep the pelvic floor engaged, because if you don't, when you come out, you might queef. It just happens. And side body stretch from here. Pull your torso slightly forward. Walk your hands over to the right. Place your left hand on top of the right. Head between the arms, stretch into the side of the torso. You can move your hips a little bit, super gently side to side, until you find your sweet spot. The place where you feel the most juicy, delicious stretch where you want to stay. Feet remain connected the whole time. It's a little bit like getting a deep tissue massage when we do this practice. Press down into the hands, lift up, crawl all the way over to the other side. This time, right hand goes on top of the left. Side body stretch. And again, little shift side to side of your hips. Find that sweet spot again, see if you can maintain it. Your sweet spot might be slightly different on this side because both sides of our body aren't usually the same. And pull your chest forward, bring the hands back down onto the ground. If you're quite low to the floor like I am, tuck your chin into your chest, come back to vertical to the plumb line. Reach the hands up, grab the fabric between your legs, unwind the legs and point your toes forward. Here's a little bonus. We'll do a flip out of the fabric, or you just lower your feet to the ground. To do the flip, hands reach up, arms nice and straight. The spine is rounded. Gaze up to your toes. Fold the legs in, hold tight with the hands, feet come down. Release the hands, stand up. And bring your hands to heart center. You might end up with a cool hairstyle too. That's our practice. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that little bell at the top, or pardon me, bottom of your screen so that you get regular updates. Thank you so much for watching today, guys. If you've got questions, pop them down into the comments. Bye.